People have never seen this side to you. You're showing people things that no one expects from you. You have a very quiet demeanor in some aspects. You could be more of a like have a smaller frame, but there is something about your energy that is so much larger than you are, so much more imposing. Like I'm talking about people are expecting a giant when they look at you, but they see just little old you. Little old you. I don't know what you're doing to make people recognize you right now, but that's what they're doing. Strength is somebody who's got a hold on themselves. And if you have a hold on yourself, you have a hold on your own reality. You have a hold of direction. You have a hold of power. You know, power is interesting. You'd think that power in the form of the beast would be the pinnacle of it, right? It's wild, it's fearless, it is ruthless. But power, when uncontrolled, is relatively weak and not very impactful. It doesn't offer much aside from chaos. But when you control something, specifically power itself, when you control it, concentrate it, and direct it, that same source of power becomes like orders of magnitude stronger than it would be uncontained and uncontrolled. And you, my fine friend, are a container. And not only that, but you're a harnesser. You are somebody who can like identify the properties of certain things, integrate them within you. It's like it's you're like a machine again. And what are these things you're taking in? They're emotions. Number one, people think emotions make you weak, and they do if you're not in control of them. But strength is here to let you know that you're focusing emotional intensity, and that's why you're seeing a productivity and a level of output that you haven't seen up until this point. It's more than just you developing your frontal lobe. It's a self control that is born from a specific sort of discipline that you have. You know, it's the person who faces themselves. It's the person who can be honest with themselves. It's the person who can take accountability for themselves. And you know, people think that if they only take accountability for success and they relegate their failure to a corner or they blame it on outside events, you're giving half of your power away. The power to let yourself fail, own it, and get back up is so much grander than anybody gives it credit for. And I feel like you embody this quality. You know, I feel like you're seeing it differently. You're seeing it as a bigger picture than a lot of people do. You know, you're able to get outside of yourself sometimes. And I feel like it's one of your biggest strengths. So you already know what time it is. Let's get into this reading and see what Spirit has for y'all. On that split, I'm going to talk about this real quick. We got the Eight of Swords. What are you doubting for? I feel like that if you're overthinking right now, Spirit wants you to relax. You know, I feel like you're picking up on something environmentally right now, like, and it's translating to a bit of anxiety. So Spirit's telling you to chill. Nothing bad is coming for you. It's actually quite the opposite. Let's see. Oof. The first card we got out here is the Seven of Cups, the Lord of Illusory Success. What does that even mean? It means that you are searching for something. It means that maybe you've had a few ventures that didn't work out. And you know what? This could even be from the outside perspective as well. People feel like you're walking around aimlessly, right? But what they don't understand is that you're not really aimlessly wandering. Even if you feel like you are, you're actually on a set path. You're discovering and like experimenting right now. It's giving you're still growing. I don't care how old you are, you're still growing. We have this Four of Pentacles here, the Lord of Earthly Power. Despite outside appearances, though, inside, you are so, I wanted to say forward tough. Like I'm getting like you are like steeled inside, right? And you have access to everything, your emotions, your memories, all of it. You don't block anything out, but you have like an iron sense of self. It's giving me like liquid metal in the earth's core because there's something about an overly rigid sense of self that is detrimental to one's progress. But then again, a non concrete sense of self is also detrimental to anybody's long term growth. If your sense of self can be molded like clay, that means that an outside influence is able to shape you as well. But if you're more like the liquid metal of the Earth's core, you're kind of like a self contained, like you're, of course, forces are acting upon you, gravity, all of that, right? But you're kind of like, you're still able to be shaped, but you're not able to be shaped by outside hands because if they try to put their hands on you, they're going to get burned or they're just going to disintegrate. It's just not going to work, right? And people could call you stubborn and hard headed because of this, but it's not that at all. It's because your control mechanism, your control system is fundamentally different. The way you shape your perception, the way that you shape your outlook and personality is not the same as how other people do it. Other people do retain a clay like nature. And there's nothing necessarily wrong for that, like wrong with that. But again, they're shaped by outside forces. You, though, you are shaped with like intrinsic forces. There's properties to your existence itself that is just different. So you go about life different. That's why I feel like you've bumped heads with so many people and why you look chaotic to those who don't get it, right? They see something that looks liquid but is actually solid. It's a dual property. It has more than two properties, even. There's a lot of things going on with you. You're not easily categorized. We got the Fool. You are a very free human being. You are not bound to what people think of you. You're also, there's something about you, people call you foolish because you really almost toss away tradition for a less traveled path, and people could view you as the person who likes to do things the hard way, but it's really not that. I mean, sure, there's probably benefits to going the paved path, and if we're being completely honest, the vast majority of people should. But you're not the vast majority of people if you're attracted to this reading. You're not. The Fool is somebody who takes risks on themselves, but these are calculated and these are supported risks, and they're supported by your honestly grounded outlook, meaning you're providing yourself a stable path. But there's a spiritual, mystical component to you. There's an unseen force that guides you, that even people who don't believe in things can feel like there's something different about you. And it's because you take guidance directly from God. It's like you're directed. You are very much pushed to go in these less traveled paths. There's something about you that you're meant to do it because it's like you're built for it. I wanted to say again, built for tough. Like, who are you? You are given tough though, but it's funny because it's balanced with whimsy and a childlike curiosity that people want so badly to be naivety, but it's not. It's directed, it's controlled chaos, if anything. This is, again, contained, directed power. And you're comfortable with taking these risks on yourself because you know yourself. It's going back to that strength because you have such a handle on yourself. You're serving as a lot of people's examples. There's not a lot of people that are as visible as you are that do the same thing as you. Like, I don't know if you post on social media or you're just well known in your town, the popular loner type. It's giving something like that where people know who you are and your energy is just so very distinct. And I feel like you serve as that example precisely because there's not too many people like you. And so when people like you pop up and they don't know what to do, it's almost like you'll somehow, some way, they're gonna find you. That's why I feel like you do social media or you do something visible with working with other people. Like, I don't know. And we get the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like this is kind of the best card to talk about your energy and what type of existence you're leading. You're giving the artistic type with pragmatism because, again, to attain the things you have, to get to the position that you are in or that you're headed to, you have to be knowledgeable of the world and how things work. And usually, when somebody is presenting as very free spirited, very spiritual, people automatically assume that you have no value for actual education or formal scientific stuff, right? That your mind is purely in the clouds, but you are not purely in the clouds because you are dual minded and not in the way of being bipolar or any of that. You're dual minded because you can think in abstract and concrete terms simultaneously. And I feel like there's an intersection where your true uniqueness comes out. I'm getting like a Venn diagram, like and like in the center. And I feel like that's where like your true self shines in that center, where you're kind of like embodying two things that people think are opposed, but you know for a fact that they're not, right? Like you know how much interplay is between the arts and the formal science, between religion, spirituality, occultism. You know the synergistic thing that it has between all of these things that seem opposed. And I feel like that is also why you're able to move the way that you're moving. You're not to think of you as dumb is almost a foolish mistake. Like nobody that talks to you for more than 5 minutes is going to get that impression about you because of how you are. And I feel like when you're viewed from a distance and your childlike nature, people genuinely feel like, oh wow, this person has their head in the clouds, and then they want to test it and they'll talk to you and you open their mind. You're saying something that they did not expect you to say, so out of left field of what they were expecting from you that it throws them off hardcore. They'll feel bad about having assumptions about you. You have a lot of people that have made assumptions about you. I feel like this is by design because, again, not everybody's supposed to be around you. But when they see proof that it's like it's not that later on, they don't know how to feel. They really don't know how to feel after that. You're giving people a wake up call that you can be a lot, that the appearances can be deceiving. So if y'all are enjoying this reading so far, don't be afraid to hit the like, subscribe, turn on that bell notification. It all lets the YouTube algorithm know that y'all enjoy these readings. And as always, I only post on YouTube and TikTok, no Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, none of these other platforms. My username is at Black Moon Transit on both TikTok and YouTube. No numbers, no nothing. If you would like a personal reading, you can book it down below in the description. And then at the end of the video, there's probably going to be a link right here. But yeah, that's what I got for y'all today. I always love doing these readings for y'all, and I will see y'all in the next one. I want to start doing these at an increasing frequency, so look out for that. But yeah, I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.